Congratulations on Just Jim.
Thanks.
Just for anyone who kind of already isn't aware, why don't you tell me a little bit about what Just Jim is kind of about?
Absolutely. It's about a teenager in Wales who's kind of having a slight breakdown. It's a comedy, it's not too depressing. And an American turns up next door and helps him along on his journey and then decides to kill him.
And what was it that inspired the film? Because of course you wrote it as well, so what triggered Just Jim?
I just remember thinking about how I was as a teenager and thinking about how boring I was, and that I wanted to make a film about a boring teenager that didn't really know what was going to happen with his life, and even his best friend had left him, and then his dog runs away. Even his dog runs away from him. So it was kind of, yeah, about that. And then I love American cinema. I love American cinema. And like Rebel Without a Cause is one of my favourite movies. So I kind of wanted to bring that to Wales, and I have a dark sense of humour, so I kind of wanted to make a weird film.
Yeah, it's quite evident.
Yeah, it's pretty light. It's a Disney film.
And how did you find the directing process, and particularly kind of having to direct at the same time as act? What was that kind of challenge like for you?
It's slightly schizophrenic in the fact that I act and then I go behind camera and go, yeah, you're fine, and then I have to get on with it. That was pretty much it. But I also didn't have much time to look at stuff. We had like 15 days, I think, to film it or something, so I had to, although a lot of the scenes are just me walking a dog, so I didn't have to look back at that. Don't put that in, that's going to sound like a terrible film. A lot of the scenes are just me walking a dog
for 90 minutes.
Sounds terrible.
And of course you've got a great co-star in Emile Hirsch, so how did you kind of get him involved? Where did... it's crazy. He came to Mysie, which is a very small town in Wales with a population of like 20, and one of them was Emile Hirsch. It was so bizarre. But basically I worked with a director called David Gordon Green, and I was talking to him about like, I need an American actor. I have no money, but he has to be American. I mean, I like British do American very well, but there's something about an actual American that's just like the way they carry themselves. And he was like, you should get Emile Hirsch, because he'd work with him on a film. And I was like, yeah. And he got him the script, and then somehow Emile, it's like 2 weeks later, Emile turns up. And he was in character for most of it. Yeah, I was about to say, what was he like on set? Like, his character's hilarious, like, he is
yeah.
great. So what was it kind of like having him around? And was he like that, so he was kind of...
He was in character for most of it, yeah. Like, I remember meeting him for the first day. I turned up to his hotel, and he was in character from then. I was like, whoa. But he's great. He's such like a good actor. He's a phenomenal actor, actually. I became like a big fan after working with him. I was already a big fan, but like, yeah, he's great.
Absolutely. And do you hope to kind of make more films in the future? Is the directing and writing thing, is it something now you've done it, is it something you really enjoyed and would love to get a chance to do it again?
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. I think making films is awesome. It's a strange process that you create something and then people come together to help you make it. It feels like you're wasting people's time, but at the same time, it's like, it's so cool. And you know, I want to make films in Wales as much as possible. Make British film is very cool, and hopefully with more money.